So this I came across on X, and this is from Vertigo Warrior on X. It's a thread of the worst torture methods in human history. Bro, I've seen these on several occasions, and man, this stuff will make your skin crawl. This first one, like you think about how barbaric people used to be back in the day and what they used to be.
Medieval times.
They used to be brutal. And I'm going to go into this assuming that these are true, by the way. I think they are. I think a lot of these are backed up by some facts.
The flaying, yeah, it is. I don't think it was like, I'm pretty sure by that point you're dead.
Yeah, cartels. Right. Well, I don't think so, actually. Cartels do this to people still.
I know they flay skin, but like it'll be like...
Cartels will strip you of your skin.
I think once you lose enough, man, you're pretty...
Yeah, that looks like more an extreme version of maybe this torture method. I feel like I would pass out or die long before this.
I hope
long
so.
Before the skin of my head is hanging down here.
And you're like,
yeah, I would be passed out. It's not like they had an injection of, what do you call it? Morphine or adrenaline to bring you back then. It's like when you pass out, like what do they do? Yeah. We ain't bringing you back. But this is an image, and it is what's the word? Depicting flaying. Flaying is a method of slow and painful torture or execution in which skin is removed from the body. Generally, an attempt is made to keep the removed portion of skin in contact, bro.
I just want to know why they picked Jesus.
Yeah, that's true. Look, it does look like Jesus.
Your drawings of like Jesus, right? Like what people do.
Damn, it looks like Jesus through and through, brother.
It's kind of messed up.
Isn't that crazy, man? Imagine
that dude's wearing makeup.
Maybe they were. Well, I'm not even gonna say it. Why does the skull have so many teeth? Like his mouth looks bigger than it would be, though, right? I don't know. Maybe that's actually probably how you would look, because your teeth go way back here, so that's crazy. All right, let's look at the next torture method. Crucifixion. Obviously, we know this one. Brutal form of humiliation execution. The victim was nailed to a cross or pole, often in public, and left to hang, bleeding from their wounds until sepsis, starvation, or exposure finally set in. Loss of life could take over a week, bro. That's Jesus. That's what you're talking about. Isn't this nuts, man? Imagine being hung on a cross like that, and you stay out there for a week and slowly die. Death in itself is terrifying enough. I cannot imagine you hang there for over a week and slowly die. Right? What's the next one? Rat torture. Yeah. You've heard of this one, right?
Yeah.
Rat torture was a method used in medieval times. It worked by putting a pot of hungry rats in a cage that was strapped to the victim's stomach. Then the cage was slowly heated, making the distressed rats chew and claw through the victim trying to escape. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? Wait, what's happening? Get me back to my photo. What are we doing here, bro? That sounds like it would be a super painful death.
We got to go somewhere, so they try to eat their way through.
I didn't know rats would actually eat into human skin like that, though.
And they try to get away.
And then would you die that way?
Yeah, because it would go like into your stomach and stuff. Yeah.
God dang.
They like burrow into you.
This one, bamboo torture, was a method that involved restraining the victim over a bamboo sapling. Bamboo grows rapidly. Oh, so the bamboo's in the ground. They just lay you on top of it. Because, bamboo grows crazy fast. In this case, the sapling would grow and pierce the anus, continuing to grow into the victim's body. What's up with them putting it right on your ass?
There's some gay people. Man.
Yeah, people back then, man. It's like when you torture someone, you know what really hurts you or what would really hurt you. And
how are we going to get this guy? Oh, let's have it grow in his ass.
Yeah, this is what I would hate. Do it to him.
Oh, yeah, man.
The Brazen Bull. There was a movie that depicted this. They actually did this in a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie.
It's got Henry Cavill in it. Right?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. The Brazen Bull was a torture and execution. This is kind of like a nightmare for me. I can't imagine. Device designed in ancient Greece. The victim would be locked inside a large bronze bull and a fire would be set under it, heating the metal until the person inside was slowly roasted to death. Picture this as you, right?
Just crazy to think someone would think of this. You're trying to like roll around, trying not to like get hot.
Yeah. One side is hot, so you like flip over onto your knees and your back is up here and then your knees are burning, so you flip back over and it all just keeps getting hotter and hotter because they don't put the fire out.
Cook you like a chicken.
Yeah, you slowly melt into a pile of goob at the bottom in here somewhere. Imagine, bro, you walk up, they put you that you see this thing and they just throw you in there. And
how'd they keep it closed? Could you just like kick the lid open?
They probably had a strap or something. They take this handle and strap it down. I don't know, chains, wrap a chain around it.
I guess. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Kill me. Just kill me. What's up with people and torture? Life is already brutal enough. Like, damn, I understand if you hate somebody to the point where you want to torture them, but it's like...
It's just crazy to think someone even like came up with this idea.
Actually, what I heard was the story about this brazen bull. The guy who invented the brazen bull method of torture... The king who he made the bull for was eventually so disgusted in this guy's sick, twisted mind that the guy that invented it was thrown into the bull and killed that same way. That's the story I heard, which I agree with. Go ahead, because I don't know how many people they put in there. This one, execution by an elephant, was a common torture method in South and Southeast Asia dating back to ancient times. It involved crushing the victim with an elephant trained for that purpose. Jesus. Elephants are savages, bro. The severity varied. Some victims were released after minor injuries while others endured brutal torture until the elephant delivered the fatal blow. I mean, that would suck. Elephants are huge. I've seen elephants maul people. Yeah. Imagine, bro, back then, you freaking get your ribs shattered doing something like this. There's no doctor you're going to repair your shit. It's over, son. That's a long, painful death. Or you live the rest of your life, like, hating. Here's another one. The heretic's fork was a small metal device with two opposed bi-pronged forks attached to a belt. One sharp end was placed against the victim's throat, the other against their sternum. The victim was forced to hold their head up. If they dropped it, the prongs would pierce their neck and chest. I feel like I could find a way around that. If they try to torture me that way, put me in a cell, I feel like I'll just turn my head, right?
Like lay your head sideways?
Yeah, there you go. I'd lay
Unless
my head
it's that
sideways.
tight enough that even when you do it, it like stays.
Maybe. I mean, that still looks
tight enough.
Yeah, that still looks brutal. Jesus.
I guess if you got to tip your head all the way back, you can't really go to the side. Like if you force it back as far as you can.
And then, like, how sharp are those spikes?
Probably.
What if they're like razor sharp? So if you move at all, you're already bleeding when it's just sitting there on your neck.
I mean, how long are you going to last? Either way, you know, because you're going to... Eventually you're going to get tired.
They would have to also hold you in an upright position, I would think. Because I could just lay down on the floor and then I'm good. You know, my neck, I'll just go to sleep like that. Hope to God I don't slice my throat in my sleep. Here's another one. The rack is a popular torture device used to extract information. The victim's ankles were tied to a roller below and their wrists to a roller above. The torturer would turn a wheel slowly, increasing the tension on the victim's joints until their limbs were dislocated or even torn off. Someone said in the comments to this picture, I'm sure there was a point during this torture where it felt really good because you're getting like, oh, you're all stressed out and cracked.
One of the notches, yeah.
Yeah, but then they go too far. It's like you're at a chiropractor for a second. You're
Tell
like,
us.
oh, yeah, my back feels great.
You're like, oh, I can go one more.
I'm relaxed
No, I'm not going to tell you.
I won't say anything. I think I got one more crack in me. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's
okay,
really
I'll tell you.
All right, I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Then they'd still do it anyways, right?
Then it gets bad.
So even what's the point? They're going to do it regardless.
True. I think they would just do it, yeah. Until they're like, oh, you're going to feel this one, buddy. This ain't a
You're going to tell us, and then we're still going to do it.
Yeah, because we're tired of you, bro. You're a heretic. The ancient Chinese method of execution known as Ling Chi is better known by the more descriptive form, death by 1,000 cuts. This form of torture involves slicing into the victim repeatedly until they died. It was normally reserved for the most severe crimes. Yeah, Chinese people, they come and do a little slice on your leg, a little slice on your arm.
Too, you see in his hand?
Up here?
Yeah, it's like a hook.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Because it's like coming down on his pants.
Yeah. Damn. Why are they Chinese people, but he's
like
white?
filleting them.
That's a white guy.
Don't you come to our country again?
I feel like his legs are free. I'll kick the hell out of you. You do some shit like that to me, bro. Oh, that would be a painful death as well, man. Damn. This one's crazy. A medieval form of torture included salting the criminal's feet and having a goat lick until the flesh became raw. I mean, that would hurt.
Eventually, yeah.
I don't know if goats' tongues are anything like cats or any. You ever had a cat lick you? It's painful. I can't imagine. They do this long enough and then they let you walk away. You'd be in some severe pain. I mean, I feel like I would take this torture though. Over
so far out of all of them?
Yeah. I'm taking this one, bro.
I'll take a rotten foot.
Yeah, 100%. Impalement. This one was the gay one. Impalement was a method of execution common in the 15th century. Victims were made to sit on a sharp pole or spear, which would impale them through the torso, with the tip eventually coming through their mouths. Imagine.
Or they slowly like lower them onto her.
Yeah, now you die. Because you don't die right away. It comes up through your mouth and you're there like that. God damn, there ain't no way to escape this.
No.
That's game over, son. I cannot imagine. It makes me think, like, a lot of these torture methods were brought up by people who were like, what would be the most painful thing that I could think to myself? Yeah.
Serial killers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, man. Thank God we live in America now. Scaphism was a brutal execution method where the victim was trapped between two boats, coated with honey and force-fed, left in the sun or a stagnant pool. They were slowly eaten alive by insects and rodents, leading to a prolonged, agonizing death. Jesus. What did they say they were covered with? Milk?
Honey.
Force-fed. Covered with honey. Gnats, bro, and mosquitoes.
Just bugs eating you.
Fuck.
While you're floating around in
That's got to be
some murky ass gross water full of other dead bodies.
That's got to be a long death too, right?
Yeah.
Like, that ain't gonna be quick at all. The head crusher worked by slowly increasing pressure on the victim's skull through a turning wheel. Initially, the victim's teeth would be forced into their jaw. Further turning would cause the eyeballs to pop out and fluid to leak from the nose, eyes, and ears.
It's basically a vice.
Look at that.
They just put you in a vice and clamp it tighter and tighter.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine?
Renounce your witchcraft or some shit like that. Is this the device?
A raw camel toe? Is that
God damn, son. Oh, yeah, it's like a helmet on the back, like a metal so you can't get out. Is it? I don't know what that is.
It's like a block of wood or something.
People are effed, bro. Here's another one. A raw camel hide, also known as shiri, was a torture method used by steppe tribes of Mongolia and Kyrgyzstan. The hide was stretched over the victim's shaved head. Afterward, the victim was tied down and left without water and food in the steppe. What? The drying of the camel skin created insufferable pressure on the skull. The hair couldn't grow out and instead grew inwards. The victims, which somehow survived this torture, suffered from amnesia. I mean, I might take my chances with that one too.
At least you forgot what happened.
Right. Yeah, it's like, okay.
What?
You're not going to stick a pole through my ass and out through my mouth? Let's do this.
I'll take a camel wig.
I'll take the camel wig, son. Comb my wig to the back, please. Oh, this one. You've heard of this one, right?
Yeah.
The pear of anguish was a medieval European torture device, a pear-shaped metal or wooden tool that expanded when a screw was turned, causing severe pain. It was inserted into the victim's mouth, anus, or vagina as punishment, often for blasphemy, witchcraft, or homosexuality. Damn, check that out. Imagine that, clamped. Oh, they shove it in your butt. They close it, shove this nice butt plug in your butt. It might feel good at first. Think about it in the
day, too. Like, what if the guy never even actually did anything? Someone's just like, he did it.
He's a witch.
Right? And then they're like, all right, let's shove it in
him around. Shove the butt plug in him. It's like, what?
I'm not a witch. Tell us you're a witch.
Expand the butt plug.
Yeah. What kind of law did they have? Like, where was, like the proof,
He's like, wait. Can you lube it up, sir? No lube.
Sir, do you have anything bigger?
Sir, can you spit on? Might come across a really weird guy. He's like, psh, alas, it's not big enough. Bring me the baseball bat. Yes, he's like bent over. Yes,
give me the spike.
Do you have more? I will not renounce my witchcraft.
I am a witch.
No, I am a witch.
Like, don't know what to do with him. He's like, no, do it.
He's like, yes, spit on me. He's like getting off to it. They're like, all right, man. Somebody bring the sword out. Guillotine this fool. This is over. This is getting weird, bro. Everybody around him's getting awkward. They're like, okay, I don't want to torture him anymore.
I can't even do this. I enjoyed this before.
This was fun in the beginning. The scavenger's daughter was a torture device. We don't have too many more of these. There's like a couple more. Torture device used during the 16th century. The victim's head was placed at the top of an A-shaped frame. While they knelt, the device compressed the victim so severely that it often caused their ears and nose to bleed. Hey, I might take that one too. That don't look too bad.
Can become a contortionist.
Yeah. The breaking wheel was a brutal medieval torture and execution device that prolonged the victim's agony by breaking their bones before they die. So they would take your bones and just like wrap them around like your bones were a rope. They would just like wrap you around this wheel, like breaking all your bones and then tie you there and probably spin you and leave you for whatever
just
till you died.
You
Yeah. Spin the wheel.
Oh, I'm getting sick.
Let him die. Jeez. A garrote is a weapon and a method of capital punishment. The condemned would sit with a metal clamp wrapped around their neck before the executioner turned the screw, which would theoretically burst their brain stem, killing them instantly.
I guess that's the one I'll take if I gotta die.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna because they said it's gonna kill you instantly.
Yeah, it's like getting choked. I feel like you would pass out first before. Yeah,
I think the screw comes through the backside and pierces your spine.
Oh damn! I didn't. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, I was thinking it was tightening on your neck. Yeah, there's a screw right here that just goes in. Oh, damn, son, I'm out.
It said it kills you instantly, though.
I guess. Good luck. Damn, there's way more than I thought. We gotta speed this up. We're at 17 minutes. The tickler. Okay.
No, don't tickle me.
Looks like they'll tickle you with metal claws till you die.
They make cat noises.
Ah! Oh, they stick your fingers in first.
Yeah.
Sawing
you in half.
Death by the sawing act.
In half. Yeah.
They saw you in half. What's this?
Hopefully start with the brain.
Yeah, I would die pretty quick with that. What's this? A tub torture method. Their face was painted with milk and honey and flies and insects.
Oh, we did that one before.
Yeah. Oh, the Chinese water with the drip on your face. That one, I feel like I could go crazy with that one too at some point.
Well, eventually, if they don't stop, it actually makes a soft spot in your head too.
Right.
It'll kill you.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
I've heard that. This one, another kind of sexually motivated one. They put you on this beam, slowly lower you until it pierces into your butthole.
I had a bigger
enough.
triangle last night.
He's like, you have nothing bigger? Yes. Raise me back up and then lower me again. slowly. Ah. It's like, bro, let's get out of here.
You want to see a magic trick? I'll make this triangle disappear.
The Spanish horse. Oh yeah, they would make women sit on this and tie their feet down, and it would just slowly cut into their vagina or crotch, your balls. Men or women, I guess. That would hurt. I think that's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this has been a weird show on BTG Squad, but hey, man, I thought you guys might all want to see that.
Tie these ropes tighter.
Tie them tighter. I'm not tight enough. It's not deep enough. This guy right here. There's a lot of weird torture methods.
Yes.
You know, I'm happy I don't live back then. I mean, now they just put a bullet in you or you get on death row for 15 to 20 years. Go through the legal process. I'm way more down for that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, damn, 20 minutes. This has been BTG Squad. We got videos. They're floating. They're here. They're here. You'll see them. Subscribe to the show. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Peace.